Welcome back, YouTube. This is another edition of Do the Science, Street Interview Reaction Insider, Voice of Reason, and Voice of Do the Science. Now, I've been watching Real Right and Uncut for a while now, just like y'all. So I knew this day was coming, but I can't help feeling sorry for KD, people. She really got herself down bad this time. Really effed up and found out. Even with her dirt road mouth and her fake hood accent, I can still sympathize. Because I can't imagine she ever been in a situation like the one she's in now. Assuming her mom is truly out and no longer supporting KD. Hollywood gone. Mike hit the road. And I doubt seriously if Ghost gonna put her up anywhere. I'm just saying. Maybe temporarily he might do that. But that's not something she could count on. Do y'all actually think KD has ever seen the day where she had nowhere to go on a permanent basis? I'm not talking about having a spat with old Hollywood and then she rolls out on a 6-day binge, knowing full well she could come back whenever she decides it's time to do so. Folks, that's not what I'm talking about. That's not what this is. Because from what I can tell, it's either going to be the truck in a parking lot, the truck parked on Joel's property, or a hotel whenever possible in terms of where KD will be sleeping. And that's a far cry from the trailer home, guys. Keyword on home. Because love it or hate it, it was home. It was on a nice piece of land, had all the amenities. The sun would shine through the windows in the morning. And most importantly, it was stationary. Always at the same address. And the door was always open for KD. Now, Hollywood Fist might have been waiting on the other side, depending on what KD came home with, but I guess she knew how to deal with that. Shouldn't have to deal with abuse of any kind, in my opinion, but laying your head at different places that you have no control or influence over is not the safest play either, guys. Especially the way KD moves. And the way KD talks to people. If she could just come to terms with rehabilitation, she'd have Mama KD back in her corner, in my opinion. And at this point, why wouldn't you just choose that option? Why wouldn't you just go that route? You got nothing to lose. I feel the same way about VC, because he hella throwed off too. Why not just get right? Because if you're waiting to hit the bottom, you made it. The wait is over. That goes for Unc and nephew, KD&VC, because they total opposites, but very much alike, guys. No fucks given and no apologies made by these two. And they got a lot to be sorry about. It's like, to me, how much you willing to lose? Goddamn. Take a break. Take some time off. Give life a chance. Shit. I think the last time I spoke on VC, he was at the doctor's office. And I just saw a live he did, and he was at the hospital. In a lot of pain, apparently, because the boy was definitely moaning in agony, excruciating pain, and looking terrible, like his finger got infected or something. Sounded to me like the man was crying. That's what I heard anyway. And he didn't mute it. If I had to guess, it wasn't the pain alone that brought on the tears, ladies and gentlemen. It was the fact that you in public around real working people and you in tattered, unwashed clothing, probably unwashed body with your feet out because they won't fit in shoes. Oh, gosh. It's not many things that will bring a grown man to tears, people, but the cumulative effect from everything I just stated will break any self-respecting man down to tears. Real shit. Not to mention everything else VC got going on. Because KD already got booted. And VC about to get the boot, whether he knows it or not, in my opinion. Because I don't know shit. But based on the cracktivities going on in and around VC spot, I can see the writing on the wall. From the fighting, the foot traffic, police visits, and just overall disruption of the community. Well, folks, the result of all that is coming to fruition. And these people that popped off at VC House have greatly compounded his problems, and his fate is probably sealed. Reason being, this is a clear escalation, because they was okay with the zombies jumping out the windows and running out the back door in the 24-hour traffic. They let you live. But you so focused on getting high, you can't even maintain it. Use it to get on your diabetic feet and make Mama VC proud. Damn. Why you got to lose everything in order to change and do right? Why you got to lose everything first? Just change now. Why you still got something to lose? You should end the party before the police got to come do it, my boy. But VC worried about the wrong shit. When he gonna get his next hit? What zombie foothold he gonna let trick him out of his donated money? I mean, you can't make this shit up. What tragic event happened in this young man's life to cause him to throw it in the trash? Or maybe it's just karma. I don't know. But I see a man looking for sympathy, and I got none for him. You a big ass grown man with intelligence, so you know better. There's nobody else to blame, and the world don't owe you nothing. You got to get up, get out, and get something like everybody else. Nobody in that house is on your side, VC, including and maybe not even your brother. I don't know that to be true, but if I'm your twin brother living in your crib, I would attempt to maintain some order in that bitch. And maybe he is. Maybe his brother has done exactly that, and VC shut him down like the loser that he is. Maybe so. But from what I could see, twin like that environment for whatever reason. Both of y'all seem to have a preference for women with a little dust on their feet. I'm just making an observation, not judging. To each his own. Y'all do what you got to do. I just know me and my brother going to demand some respectability with us up against any and everybody. And that's on my soul. Not even on some tough shit. Just in terms of maintaining order in my environment, in my home at the very least, as a man. Mama VC can't be pleased with her two sons and their lack of drive. Cannot be. Thankfully, VC was able to drive or at least get driven to the hospital and get himself checked out. He'd been looking sick for 2 months. I thought it was just the low quality, heavily cut crack running through his veins and all the questionable microwave food he'd be shoveling in his face. So I thought nothing of it. Turns out he had a raging infection and was too worried about missing a blast to get some help for himself. About to lose his whole hand over some damn crack. And you need to stop finger banging them hoes. Got some of that zombie juice in your cuticle. And they tore your ass up. Had you in that bitch crying. Come on, VC. Come on now. Don't give everything to the game, my boy. Get yourself together and go see the world. It's more to life than New York and North Carolina, brother. Trust me on that. Listen to what I'm saying. Even though you probably won't hear this and probably wouldn't care what I got to say if you did. Because let's face it, you didn't fall this far listening to solid advice, sir. So it's fair to say you ain't trying to hear it. And I overstand, but I don't respect it. I promise you, somebody listening will hear something they needed to hear, even if VC doesn't. That alone will make this video worth the time and effort. Free game for the willing. Like, share, subscribe, and do the science. Peace.